What? Yep. Good morning. How's everybody? Good morning, trilogies. Hey, Bruce. Hey, Carol. How you guys doing? Well, hello. Yes, he is. Ashton's at work, and I said, "You want to do the camera thing this time?" He said, "Yeah." We both need haircuts, so bear with us. Let me adjust a little bit. Trilogy, folks. All right, guys, let's go and get started. Pin those arms back and ear to shoulder. Good morning, Bill. Everybody's excited to see you, kid. Also, I knew it. Good. All right, guys, let's go left to right. Well, pretty exciting. It's about a Thursday. Sounds like we had a great turnout on the trilogy feed, and a nice solid turnout on our other feed. So, hope you all are feeling good today. Up and down. Excellent. Hands out in front. Bend those wrists back. Pull them into the body. Bend those wrists down. Back and at this point in time, there's nobody off camera. But Lori, my wife, just got back from Costco, and she might sneak through the gate here and join us on the side. Excellent. Let's make fists with our hands. Full wrist circles. See how Kate's flipping his over? Try not to do that. That was good. Here's an example of what I mean. Keep them pointing down. Good morning, Marty. Take that circle and switch directions. I am representing Ireland's County Laois Gaelic team, hurling Gaelic football. Palms up, scoop, and out. Guess who just snuck through the gate? I dealt with laugh at her though. Pretty smart. You'll really be on camera today if you're right there. Turn the light. You stay back in that corner if you want to stay off. Only one side. We can't do that. Good. Let's pinch those shoulders and round those shoulders. Pinch and round. Yep. Good job, guys. Arms extended out. One high, one low. Bring those fingers towards each other. Bring them out and switch to the other side. Hey, good morning, Carmen. Good to see you. Go for it. Good. From here, we're going to shrug one shoulder up to our ear and roll that arm all the way forward. Roll it all the way back and switch to the other side. Roll, shrug and roll. When you're rolling, try to keep that arm out to the side. Don't let it fall forward. Roll the joint over and roll it back. Good. Big circles. And switch directions. Excellent. Let's rotate our hips over, rotate our shoulders over our hips. We'll rotate our hips next. You are just fine, Connor. You should be doing the stretches, so typing on your tablet, your phone, or your computer is not necessary. I get you. Good to see you, though. Hands on hips. Hips are. I'll tell you what. I feel those split jumps and those burpees today. And again, try not to move your head when you do these hip circles. Try to keep your body stationary and move your hips in the circle. Switch direction. Good morning, Dr. Fran. You're welcome. All right. Good. Well, hopefully you brought yourself some kind of a strap. You can use your sweatshirt. You can use a towel, a belt. We're just using canvas belts. We're going to take that belt and we're going to bring it out just past our shoulder width. Pull it taut, lock your arms out, and then bring them up and back. Try to keep them locked out a little bit wider. Try to keep your arms locked out as you do that. Don't bend at the elbow. hold this one here. Open up that upper chest. Good. Bring those arms back up overhead. And then I want you to bend to the side. And when you're to the side, take the top hand and punch it up and over your head. That punching up and over is going to help open down the rib line. Switch sides. Punch up over. Trying to elongate those ribs. Stretch out the spine. Couple more. Good. Take that strap. We're going to put one hand behind the head. Grab it right at the neck area. Re-grab the low back area. Take the low hand, and you're going to pull down until the upper hand gets pulled down your elbow. Just pointing up towards the sky or the ceiling. Remember, when you're in these stretches, still keep that spine nice and straight. Don't let yourself hunch down to get a hold of these. Now, take that top hand, and you're going to bring it up until it tucks the lower hand up and under. Once you get that nice and snug into the shoulder, you can bring that upper hand up and over. Here comes that sunshine. You're my sunshine. Actually, I have two sunshine. Bring that hand back up. And then you're going to go up and down like you're drying off your back. So into those motions a little dynamically, moving into that stretch back and forth. Good. Take your lower hand, release it. Replace your top hand. Take the top hand, re-grab down on the low. Pull that low hand down. Tucking that upper arm up. Good. Take the top hand. Hold that low arm up between the shoulder blades and bring that strap over. Remember to posture up. Pull the shoulder down up in the stretch, chest high. Bring that hand up and up and down. Dry that back off. Good. Go ahead and release that bottom hand. Bring that strap around. We're going to take the strap. We're going to re-grab. So re-grab behind your back. You can go hand to hand, or you can go hip width. If you're really, really tight through your upper shoulders and chest, you might have to grab a smidge wider. Once you have that grip, roll those shoulders back so your chest pops up and punch those arms down. Once you're in that position, we're going to take that strap. We're going to pull arms away from it. Keep that chest up high. From this position, we're going to push our hips backwards. It's okay if your knees are a little soft, but we're going to push our hips back until we can get our chest flatter. And then we're going to take our arms and lift them up over our head. Bring your hips back under and let your arms come down. Okay, we're done with our strap. Set it aside, toss it to the ground, whatever you want. So we're going to get into our neck a little more. So what I want you guys to do, you're going to take one arm and you're going to bring it across your body as if you're going to go in the opposite side back pocket. You're going to take that hand and you're going to drive it down into that back pocket. What this driving down is doing is it's lock and loading that shoulder back into place. So across the opposite side pocket, drive that down so that shoulder's pulled way down. Take your free hand, come up over your head, and pull your ear towards your shoulder. All while still trying to keep this hand pushed down deep into that pocket. You might want to try turning your chin a little high to low to find that best stretch spot. Take the pressure off your head so you can sit it upright again. With that hand that's in the air, I want you to turn and face that arm. This time reach that to the back of the head and pull your chin down towards your shoulder. Release the pressure on your head. Bring it back forward. Take that hand out of the back pocket, and we're going to switch hands. Slide it across to the opposite side. Push it deep down into that back pocket. Make sure that shoulder is getting dropped down and into place. Up over to the side of the head. Pull away from that. Bringing that ear down. Opening up along the side. Want to get into our levators. Levator Good. Allow that neck to come back. Turn your head to face that arm. Reach behind your head and pull that chin down towards the shoulder. Good, guys. Release that. Take that hand out of the back pocket. Now what we're going to do is put our hands kind of right back, top of our hip bones. You're going to push down into those hips. So again, the shoulders drop and your chest lifts. From here, push your chin forward and pull your head up and back. Good. Bring that chin back down and release those hands. Nice job. All right. We're going to grab our chair. Again, you can use a wall for this if you don't want to use a chair. But we're going to put a chair on our side. So I have my chair on my right side, and I want to make sure I'm just out of reach. Can't quite touch it with my arm. I'm going to lean over to my chair. So I'm holding myself up, leaning on that chair. I'm going to take the leg that's on the outside, my left leg, and I'm going to step it right over in front. I'm not trying to put my foot flat, my toes down. Push your hips forward underneath you, and then you're going to sink that hip down. This should be opening up the muscles right along the hip. You get tension there above your hip joint, top of your iliac crest. TFL. Good, so push those hips away. You should be standing up right now. Legs still crossed. I want you to push those hips back behind you and bring yourself down. Now, you're only going down because those hips keep going back. Don't just bend over at the back. Push, 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 push back into those hips. So you get into that rear leg, along the hip line, along the IT band. Use that chair for balance if you need it. If you don't, you can bring those arms out in front. Good, bring those hips right back underneath. Again, if you need your chair for balance, it should be right there. We're going to take our free hand. We're going to squat down a little bit, and we're going to lift that back leg. So your right leg, if you're following along in the same direction as me, I'm going to pull up into a quadricep stretch. And these feel pretty tight from yesterday's Tabata. Good, from here, We're going to release that foot. We're going to bring it around to the front. Now you can stay in this sideways position. I'm going to turn so you can see my hips. Once you have that foot above your knee, flatten that back out and sit back into your hips. Don't push forward, sit back into your hip. Most of that pressure in your body weight should be into that cross-legged hip as you sit back. Try to sit up straight. There you go. Good. Bring those hips back up underneath you. Set that foot down. We're going to move our chair to the other side. If you're using the wall, just turn around. Good. So we start off by being just out of reach. Lean out onto our chair. Outside leg steps over. Hips push under. And we sink that hip down in the chair. So we're trying to bend right at that waist joint area. That's where we're trying to put the emphasis as we sink our hip in. Trying to keep the spine straight still. And all of that movement is in the hip joint. Good. Go and bring those hips back and away. Keep those legs crossed. Push those hips backwards now. Bring that chest forward as those hips go back. Back, back, back. Push those hips back underneath you. Squat down just a little bit. Pick up that back foot. Get a hold of those pants. So that shoelace, or the shin if you can. Shin being the best. Pull up into that quad stretch. Let's release that foot. Going around at the front and above the knee. Use your hand if you need to. Flatten that back by tilting those hips back. And sit back into those hips. push those hips back up underneath us. I'm going to flip that chair around so the seat is facing us. So if you've been using the wall, now's the time to use the couch or a chair or a bench or something you're going to be able to put your foot up on. So we want that chair facing us. Square those hips off to it. Have those feet a little bit wide. And put one foot up onto that chair surface. Now most of us, when we put that up, you're going to notice that those hips start to open up naturally. I want you to try to turn those hips back off. So they're turned and facing in. We're going to tilt those hips back a little bit. I'm going to push my hips back. I'm going to bring my chest forward. Good. Let's push those hips back underneath us. Stand up straight. We're going to pivot open down on the bottom. If you have trouble pivoting on that foot, then by all means just step your foot down, turn sideways to your chair, and put that same foot back up again. Don't bite it in your own living room, wherever you're working out. So toes should still be pointing up. Bottom foot is perpendicular to that foot. And again, we're going to tilt those hips a little bit. So I'm going to break that joint in the hip here, pushing it back a little bit. And then I'm going to take my body weight and I'm going to lean towards the leg that's in the chair. So go right down the inside of your thigh, your adductor and your groin area. Depending on your level of flexibility, you can let those arms hang and push back. Just don't slouch. Don't let the arms fall and round your back. No matter what, keep that back straight. You can also come up and over towards the foot that's in the chair. Your choice. If you're getting enough stretch just like this, then keep it there. So hello. Little bird. Sit on the touch with that. All the birds are visiting us this morning. Must be Katie. Good. Let's push that hip back underneath so you're upright again. We're going to turn back to face the chair. So again, if you want to just take your foot down, you can. Turn back towards the chair. Same leg's going to go up though. But we're going to put our foot flat like we're stepping on the chair this time. Reach forward. Grab that back of the chair, or if you have arms on your chair, you can grab your arms. Look down at that foot that's on the ground. You kick that heel out so it's nice and straight. It's going to help keep our hips closed. Once that heel's out straight, we're going to drop our hips down. You can still hold on if you need to for balance, but we're going to sit upright, tucking that hip forward and underneath us. So put your foot flat onto the chair, not the one on the chair. And then drop down, not forward. Try to keep your heel down on the thing. Look at you in the screen and look at me. Just sit up there. There you go. So if we're doing this right, you're keeping that hip closed, that stretch should be going down the hip flexor of the leg that's extended back into the ground. here. Take those hips, push them back, and sit back. I keep my hands forward on my chair. It's easy to start to let your body weight ooze back away from your leg, but don't do that. Keep your weight over that leg, and then just push the hips back so that leg wants to try to lock out, and you get another nice stretch into that hamstring. Okay, let's bring those hips back forward and push ourselves away from our chair and step down. You guys are just going to switch legs. I'm going to turn my chair so I can keep facing the camera and you. Again, square off to that chair. Keep those hips square. Put the other leg up on it now. Double check those hips are turned in. Straighten your posture. Push those hips back behind you. And bring that chest forward. Good. Bring those hips back underneath you. And we're going to open up. Again, don't be afraid to take that foot off. Turn yourself sideways to your chair. And put it back up and in. Straighten that back. Tilt those hips. Lean towards the leg that's up in the chair. Good. Bring those hips back underneath you. We're going to turn back towards our chair. Get that foot flat on it. Remember to check that bottom foot so it's nice and straight, or even exaggerated heel out, not toe out, but heel out. So we keep those hips closed towards that chair. Grab a hold. Sink those hips down into your stretch. You want to emphasize that stretch up through. You can lift that same side arm up, or even both. Extend them really high above you. Help bring it down. Might get some psoas, definitely get into the ribs and obliques. Help emphasize that hip flexor. Good. From this position, pick that hip up. Push it back behind you. keeping those arms forward. Good. Go and push that hip forward. And up. Let's turn our seats around. And do just that. Have a seat. Right on, guys. From this position, take our right hand out, thumb pointing up. And bring that arm across the body. Pull behind the elbow and tuck that arm in. Make sure that shoulder's pulled down and not shrugged up by your ear. Good. That arm that's stretched across, make a gentle fist with that arm. Let go. Put your palm on that fist and pull your fist back. Pull back. Get the top of the forearm here stretching. Good. Open up that fist. Palm up. Grab your fingers and pull your fingers back down. Good. Go ahead and relax that hand. Take our left arm out, thumb up. Hold it across the body, hugging it. Make sure that shoulder's pulled down. Don't shrug it up by your ear. He's definitely related to his sister. Yawning during class. Good. Take that left hand. Make that gentle fist. Hold the fist down. Remember, bending just at that wrist. On the back of the forearm. Take the hand, open it up, flip it over. Grab those fingers. Pull those fingers back. Good. Release that hand. Slide back in your chair. Thumbs lead the way. Lean back until those hands are pointing straight up at the sky, the ceiling. Continue to lie back and open those arms out wide. Scoop those arms down and sit up. Scooch forward to the edge of your chair. Kick through a couple just hip ones again. Crossing that ankle over the knee. From this position, sitting up nice and tall. Even if you're tight and you have to sit backwards with a straight back, that's fine. Don't hunch over that leg. Sit up tall. Pull your chest through the opening. Back stays straight. Pulling yourself through. I actually grab my shin and pull myself through. This again should get right into the piriformis area of our hip, deep into our hip. Good, bring that back a little bit. Let's turn our shoulders to face that knee. Scoop that knee up and bring it into the chest. Again, as you pull yourself up to the straightest posture you can. Nice straight back. Go ahead and release that knee. We're going to uncross that leg and switch to the other side. Again, sit up, pull that chest forward. Excellent, guys. Relax, a little pressure off that. Turn to face that knee. Scoop it up into the chest. Sit up nice and tall. Let's relax that. Bring that leg down. Space them out wide, outside the legs of your chair. Lean forward, both forearms out on. I want you to push those knees away, both of them. Push both knees away and bring your chest through. So I'm pushing out as I'm shifting my weight forward. Bring those legs back in. We're going to stand back up. You slide your chair out of the way and give yourself some space in the room. We'll do our final cool down stretches. We're going to take our right hand. We'll bring it high. As soon as you think it's high, bring it even higher. And even higher. And then you're going to go over your head, leaning to your left, over your head. And start to bring that arm across your front, stretching across until it's just hanging. So both arms are dangling to that left side. Push those hips back. Swing your body to the right. Push those hips forward. And roll that shoulder back and sit up straight. Left arm up. Up and over. Pull it across your face until it's hanging. Push your hips back. Swing across. Push your hips forward. Shoulder and upright. One more time, smooth and slow. Right. Over. Across. Hips back. Swing across. Hips forward. Roll that shoulder and sit up. Left. Over. Across. Hips back. Swing across. Hips forward. Roll that shoulder back. Arms up. Down. Let's scoop and breathe. Lift that chest high. All the air opening up the ribs. Exhale out. Push it all out. We're going to twist to our left. Opening our left hand only. Leave your right hand pointing ahead. Breathe in. Exhale out. Right side. Exhale out. Breathe up. Stretch. Exhale down. Inhale up. Push it out. One more time, up and over. Lean and exhale. Well, guys, I hope you're loose. I hope you're ready to take on your day. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us for stretch class. Thanks to Caden for joining me today. Thanks to Lori off in the shadows. We appreciate your time. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock, we'll do gentle fitness, chair-based class, nothing on the ground. Monday, again, we'll restart the whole series with total fitness. All right, guys. Have a great day.